Hey, what's happening tonight, everybody? Welcome to Tinker Tuesday on this 4th of February. How's everyone doing out there tonight? Hope you're all doing pretty decent. Not doing too bad here. Alright, so quite a while back, I talked about showing you guys on February 4th one of the first parts I designed for the RC-18 shortly after it came out. Now to see if I can remember where I put that. I just had my hands on it the other day and was thinking about that, and I bet I put it somewhere stupid. Anyone have any guesses on what it might have been? Hey Chad, what's happening tonight? Your projects are looking pretty good, by the way, man. Oh, I'm thinking I moved it. Well, I'm betting it's sitting on my desk right in front of me, and it'll pop out when I least expect it. Well, we'll end up finding it, and I'll show you guys. But first thing I made for these, because I was machining at the time, were my own brass rotors to replace the wheel hexes. My buddy Chris had won a yellow Jeep SCX24 in a contest, and I talked him into letting me borrow it because I wanted to start making parts for these little things right away. And yeah, I brought it home and started tearing it apart before you ever even charged the battery in it. And I gotta say, I found it. Can't thank him enough for that. It's been one of my best tinkering buddies since I've been tinkering. But I found it. Made a few sets of these. All hand machine. Slots cut in the back for the pins. Cut it on the backside for good clearance. Set nice to hit the bearings. These were awesome starting out. Yeah, they were super awesome. I should try and see if I could get some manufactured. I bet the old place I worked for could crank them out. We did, all we did was turning. So that was our specialty. So did you guys get a look at any of these cages I've been posting the last few days? So I tell you what, I am really, really digging them. Throw a hood on here so it looks complete-ish. I gotta say, I think this one here, this has got to be my favorite so far. Yeah, the way that spare tire sits in there in the back just really does it for me. And what's nice is these will work with a bunch of them, like the Ascent here, for example, which 37 entries on the contest for this, so another 10 minutes and we'll we'll spin the wheel and see who gets to have me ship this baby to him. But the nice thing is these cages work with the Ascent really good too. Like this stubby backed one. Covers that ESC just right. I had to throw the gas cap on there for some detail still. That, and I really like this one here. For some reason, my robot vacuums decided it wanted to come out and piddle around. Thanks, yeah, that gas cap makes a nice touch. I really like the back plate on this one here. The first version of this I didn't do the back plate. I just left the bars off and it looked too plain. But I really like this one. Hey, Rockwolf. This one, I've been calling it the Baja. Just makes me think about Baja, the way that cage is shaped. I'm going to send the vacuum to its home to charge. There, it's home. It forgot what it was doing. Oh, awesome. Tell Jason I said hi. That one's a touch short for the Katana, but it's not too bad. Nothing a little bit of frame rail cutting wouldn't fix. Yeah, I really love it. This one on my Evo Pro. So I figure whoever wins this body, I'll probably send them at least one cage with the body too, so that way they can mix it up. Then we've got to come up with an idea for giving away all the other bodies I got painted up. Because that'll be the Traxxas one, the Evo, this smoking ass good looking Katana one. So let's come up with something real fun for that for this next week or so. But, oh, we sold our first one of these this week. It shipped out today, which was pretty awesome. That just gives such a nice tucked look. I'm a big caged fan. Most of my 10 scale stuff's got cages on the back end, but that's all metal. I've really been thinking about brazing up some cages if anyone would be interested, because I've been brazing and welding for a long time, and I've been really debating starting to just do some from scratch. But if 18th and 24th scale cage work would be something people would be interested in, I could crank some out. I've been debating milling some just plates and then doing just a tube style chassis. I've tried to do a couple chassis in cab, but I haven't come up with anything I've been really happy and excited about. Show you guys something here. This was one of my favorite chassis I built, and I ran this thing for years and years. It's probably got a minimum of 500 actual miles on it. Yeah, this was my G6JK. It originally had sheet metal panels on it. Opening hood. This was one of the first ones I built a long time ago. I should go down and grab Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy's got some real nice cage work done to him. The welds on this, they look like crap, but it's still so strong. I ran the hell out of this thing. Machined my own grill for it. It was a fantastic rig to run for a long time. Yeah, I'll go grab Pretty Boy real quick. So this is a pair of trucks I did. This one here, this was a, I call it Pretty Girl now. I had a really awesome tube frame years ago for the STX24 I did. It fit all my bodies and all my Lexan. It was a bastard to print back then, though. But yeah, that's Pretty Girl. That's all. Welded together. Sliders bolt on. Magnet mounts. Full interior. It'll be time to start getting everything cleaned up and prepped because we're under 90 days to beat the creek. Alright, I'll show you Pretty Boy really quick. This is one of my favorite trucks. I love Pretty Boy. I drive the shit out of this thing. It's fully welded. Well, I broke it there last year. That was a really good fall. But I'm not nice to this truck when I drive it. Yeah. Integrated sliders that integrate right into the cage. Mag mounts for this too. Full servo winch setup. This is my favorite trail truck. Oh, I know. I can't wait. It's going to be the 10th year this year. This will be my 5th year going. I am beside myself with excitement. But all right, we are hitting 8:15, so let's do this giveaway as I promised here. I'll pull the random wheel up here. So we can see it. Get rid of the ad here. So we ended up with 37 entries. Oh, you don't want to see my email. So we got 1 through 37, and we'll give it a spin, and then we'll look at the post and figure out who won. Number 25. Let me bring it up here. All right, we'll scroll down. I hate how sometimes it doesn't give them to you in order. Mike Updegrave, you're the winner. But yeah, see if we can get it on there. Yeah, Mike the Upgrave. He wished the best of luck to everybody. So I just posted it up there. He won. So I'm sure he'll get back to us pretty soon, and we'll get this body out to him. Thanks, guys, for everyone that participated. I highly appreciate the involvement. A lot. Yeah, Yeah, Jake, if you've never been, you should go. It is one of the best events you will ever go to. There's some small stuff for mini trucks, not a ton. But if you can run anything you want there on the trails. There's designated areas for the SCX6s, but you can take a 24th or 18th wherever you want to try it. To my knowledge, I don't think anyone has ever, no one that I know of has attempted the barn with an 18th or 24th scale truck. So, oh, that's all right, Jake. I live in northwestern PA. It's worth the drive. I drive about 9 hours to get there, man. It's a great time to get out of here because when you get to more and more towards Kentucky, everything starts getting a little greener, and it gets a little nicer out. Yeah, I'd be up for jumping on a Rock Wolf live stream. I haven't streamed with them guys in a long time. Trying. It's been really slow getting back to getting parts out and stuff. Hoping some of these Ultra 18 bodies catch on. Gonna finish doing a few more accessories for a bunch of them, and Then we'll start. Oh, that's all right. Welcome, Crawler Baller. Gonna start pushing a little harder on him and see where we can get to. I really need to get back on revisiting my 24th scale bodies. Oh, did I put it in the kitchen? I do have a new 18th scale body printed. I don't think I showed off yet. So I scaled up my old Comanche body. It doesn't sit too bad on stuff. Black isn't the greatest color to be able to see details. But it uses the same mounting setup. And I could grab another cage here and we could slap a cage on and throw it on and see how it looks on a couple trucks. Thought I had another one with screws in it, but I must have mounted it up on something. That's all right. We got plenty, and I know where to make more. All right, so yeah, since this is scaled to the same size, a lot of the same stuff will fit it. Or at least that's the goal. Try and do a line of bodies and cabs that are interchangeable. That way everyone's got lots of options that all work together. My favorite style, you know. So I'm noticing that I didn't put screw holes in this one because that was one of the early prototypes. So we'll just resort to our friend Mr. Double-sided tape, which will be fine. It's only mock-up. So we've been working on filling out FSA forms for my oldest to get ready to go to college. It's crazy. I can't believe he's going next year. It's going to be weird. It's going to be awesome, though. He's going for engineering. And presto magic, it's together. I should have printed the hood out because that looks pretty sweet on the FX118 Fury truck. I still got to shorten my links up on the top on this. Oh, let's see how it looks on the Evo, because the Evo is my favorite. The snow is getting down to a point where I might be able to go out and start driving a little bit, which would be wicked awesome. We'll see. We got to wait for the cold to break. Fully. It's still only the beginning of February. Not too bad on the Evo. I got some big ass tires on here, so Not too bad of a fit. Has anyone got their hands on that juiced up version of the Evo Pro? I really want to get one of those. See how we look on the Katana. Not too bad. I like that fast drop on the back. But yeah, other than designing cages this week, doing college tours, that's about all I got tonight, unfortunately. Unless anyone else has got anything cool they want to talk about or ask about. Yeah, we'll have to figure out a giveaway for the rest of the bodies now. Because, as you can see, I got more than enough here. Man, I really wish there was somewhere around here to run indoor. There's just nowhere around because of where I'm at. I've messed with the basement course a little bit, but I can't keep my cats out of it. So it ends up just being more work than it's worth. That's why spring needs to come back, because I've got a shitload of killer terrain built in around my house. Yeah, I like that fade. That looks nice. I'd really thought about trying to do a coffee table setup in here, so that way I could fold it up and have somewhere in the living room to run. It would be wicked awesome to be able to do that. There it is. Got to grab some extra tires. Mock them up on some of these cages. I thought I've got an old square body Chevy I could scale up. I got a lot of old school bodies I could scale up for this that I did for the SCX24. Yeah, message me, Roger, and we'll get you some. Number 25 was the winning number, Hunter Hall. I was looking at that Goat Father setup. That's the one where the skid's built into the body and all the suspension and everything. Right? Nothing stock? Awesome, Roger. Yeah, we can definitely get you taken care of. I'm glad those bodies are still surviving. I've got a really old school body that, okay, I was looking at those. I thought about designing one of my own, but then like that's copying someone else's idea and work, and I don't know, I'm just not cool with that, man. Maybe I'll do my own for my own personal enjoyment, but I couldn't sell someone scamming off someone's idea like that. That's just not cool to me. I need to get myself to sit down and do a super scale build. Oh, I thought I printed a tailgate. I must have lost it. I haven't messed one of these in a long time. Oh, I got a piece of sandpaper here, and it likes to hide from me because it gets tired of cleaning up edges. There it is. Yeah, this is my commando body. Yeah, but when you're in a small niche hobby, it's a lot more noticeable when someone's trying to directly copy off someone else's shit. Because, I don't know, I look at that and I get some really wicked awesome ideas. You know what I could, oh, sweet. I remember when Sinister did that. That's one I really wish I could have brought to Lexan. Back to Lexan. Because what I was going to do with the new version of the TT4224 is I was going to make the front wheel wells on that Jeep body were going to be set in the rear. You were going to get an inner and an outer fender flare, and it was going to be a solid side, so that way you could have fit it to any wheelbase truck out there. You'd set your front, you'd set your body mounts, then you'd see where your tire was, you'd set your wheel arch, and that would be your cutting guide inside. I always thought that would have been such a killer idea, but I was never able to get any more of them made. I don't know, I guess I could always try to start forming some again. Maybe. I keep myself pretty busy as is right now. But I got a whole wall of Lexan bodies I got to get sold. I've still got almost every single pre-painted patina body I've done. They just did not move. I've knocked them all down to like 30 to $35, and yeah, they just do not sell. So that's got me really hesitant on putting the time and the work into doing Lexan again. I hate to put all the work in just to see it sit on the shelf and collect dust every day. Man, I must have printed these out of Pet G because this edge is not cleaning off here for shit. Yeah, I always love this body because this was the first one I did that I offered a ton of different options with it. Because you could get the cage top or you could get the full top. But back to frames and chassis. Give me a second here and I could pull up the CAD file of my chassis I did a long time ago. I'm going to finish peeling this door and pop it in. These ones were always a little tight. I have to adjust them a little bit. There we go. Those doors were always such a nice tight fit in there. Oh yeah, that's true. He is in the UK. All right, I got that fitted. We'll let that sit for a second here. And I'll pull up that chassis. Pretty sure it's an admin project. I've got so many designs, it's ridiculous. Which I've been starting to post some stuff on Cults 3D for sale. I saw Scale by Chris opened a store today, which is pretty cool. He's another good designer. I like some of his work. All right, I think this is the most up-to-date version here. Give her a second to load. And we'll swing the camera over. Yeah, it's slow to load, but it'll get there. It's all right. Oh, sweet. Here we go. Yeah. Make a couple adjustments. Try not to make you guys seasick. Get up a little more to my eye level for what I see. It'll make the CAD look a little less funky. Yeah, this was my tube chassis I did years ago. Flat skid. Link risers for both the front and rear. Your links would sandwich. You'd actually have to put your links in and assemble the skid plate and then put it into the chassis. Lots of shock mounting options. The back here was designed so you would take the V1 ESC and yeah, I didn't name anything in this file. You would take and decase your V1 ESC and then fit in here, and the on and off switch would stick out of those holes. Yeah, and as you just saw here, here's what I used to call the Wraith 1.0 body. It fits. This chassis was made specifically for this body. It was all keyed in the rear. But it just, I need to simplify it a lot. Oh yeah, we even did full grill for it. Fit headlights. Would perfectly fit a surpass motor in here. Surpass motor, and then you could stick your Lizard or Tegu ESC up in the front. Yeah, that was a cool chassis I should revisit. Yeah, and then you could run my cab only bodies on it, and there was a fuel cell that would screw onto it. Oh, I do have a cab in here. Haha. Yeah, so you can get a rough idea. Yeah, that's about how that chassis worked. Doors, doors. Oh, I didn't bring the hood in with this one. As you can see here, flat skid. Skid was set so it was fully reversible for your transmission, so you could run motor forward or motor back depending on what you needed for clearance. Yeah, and side plates that your links mounted in and all slid up into the chassis. But yeah, this body would make a great candidate for that style setup. This one or the chassis. The chassis was 24th scale. These are all 18th scale, except this one's 24th scale. Which one could I put it on really quick? Oh yeah, it should drop on my deadbolt. Oh, chassis was 24th scale. I could try an 18th scale chassis. Oh, that's all right. I might not even mention what scale. Yeah, I think I might have. Oh well, it don't matter, man. But yeah, the way I got this setup here, it won't sit exactly where I want it. This body actually works best with the Betty wheelbase. And the longer links up front. So I'll just do it my favorite way. Set it upside down. Yeah, this body is so awesome. The only ones that ever... I think I sold one. Yeah, I think I only ever sold one of these. Yeah, had the nice opening doors. If I had the tailgate for it, tailgate opened. As you could see, the top was removable. Opening hood. And hood had magnets in it. Hood had magnets in it, so it stayed in place. Top had magnets, so it stayed in place. Let me get the rest of this flash off here, and we'll screw it on there really quick and check it out. All right. Oh, hardware pin. I think I know where I left it. Haha. That happens 1 out of every 50 times. That chassis I showed you guys was just about pretty much the only one I ever did, and no one could ever figure out how to put it together. So I just kind of passed on chassis at the time because everyone else and their brother was making chassis, and I just really wasn't that passionate about coming up with one. I don't, in general, not much of my stuff sells at all, nothing stock. A lot of people look and they're like, it's cool, but yeah, sales aren't really something we get much of. I gotta keep trying to plug away and change it up. I just haven't come up with something good enough that people want yet, I guess. Other than like the MLS servos. Other than that, we've been kind of swinging and missing for quite a while. Awesome. Windshield on. Trim a little bit of flash off this top and we'll be able to put that back on. This is one Jeep I've always wanted to own. Someday. They're pretty hard to come by anymore, at least where I'm at on the East Coast. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did do that one, Roger. But I don't. Yeah, I can move these out of the way. This is like a one of two. It's a lot of fun to drive, but I don't foresee it ever getting made, unfortunately. Maybe a variation of it, but not this exact one ever. This is probably the only one like this you'll ever see that's exactly like this. It's a shame because this is a wicked design. I think my absolute favorite part is this curve right here. It goes right over the motor. It just looks wicked awesome. And this thing it creeps and climbs everything. I think if I had a sway bar on the rear and the front, it might make a nice bouncer. Oh, the white one. Okay. Let me go grab one of those bodies, Roger. I know right where there is one. Let me check in my other secret body stash because I found that one, but that's not the one. Nope, I will have to find one. I'll have to find one and post it on the Facebook page or something. Yeah, because this was one of the other buggies I did. This one was a direct drop on. with the mag mounts, of course. This one was all panels, so everything bolted together. Well, magnets are the right direction, but they need brought forward, but you get the general idea. I see. And I'm betting this one's too far forward. Nope. There you go. But yeah, the white one you're talking about, Roger, that was the body I was just showing with that chassis I did years ago. Yeah, I really wish I had a tailgate printed out. Oh, the battery strap's going to kill me. Yep. But yeah, that was a wicked looking good body. Yeah, I'm going to have to find one of those old Wraith bodies I did. Well, I called it the W 1.0. I could have swore I had one in the secret stash here above my desk. Make sure I look good, because there's all kinds of surprises hidden up here. Yep, I'll find one and post it this week. Yeah, some old school 24 scale stuff there. But yeah, I'm thinking that's about all I got tonight, guys. I'll dig that body out this week and we'll bring that up. It'll be something cool. I haven't looked at that in a couple of years, honestly. Another body I haven't looked at in years is the old Chevy square body I used to do. Yeah, we used to have a lot of 24 scale bodies. But hey, I think that's about all I got for you guys tonight. Yeah. So I'll catch you all later. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for everyone that entered the giveaway. Be sure to check the website out once in a while for new parts and stuff. And I'll catch you all later.